Welcome to Mainland, your local regional television station. I'm Graham O'Brien, and some of the stories coming up in today's news. Hot passion for fashion, fun and games at the refinery, Nelson gets some credit, and more. Tuesday evening at the Boathouse was a fun-filled affair with an obvious passion for fashion and a wearable art form for the futuristic theme of hot fashion for a hot planet, with 23 entrants putting together clothing designs for an after-climate chaos look, producing garments we hope to never need. Brainchild of environmentalist Jace Hobbs, who helped put the evening together, was there in his finery, and Mainland caught up with him at this first time ever novel event.
This is fantastic. We've had such a remarkable experience. A lot of artistic creativity has been poured out over this issue. You know, it's a very serious issue, but tonight there's a little bit of levity around it. We've got so much to sort of like see those ironic natures of things. People have put costumes together that were really unlikely and really made you think. And the public has showed up. The band has been great. I'd have to say, major success. Other communities around the world, you might want to think about this. We've got a whole different demographic of people out here participating in the climate event that wouldn't be otherwise. And they may be at the next more somber event, but at any rate, big success. Everything came off really nicely. Great teamwork. And you know what? If you've ever put an event, a climate event together, and it's been difficult, this has been fun. Not easy, but fun.
The arcade at the refinery has made history a hands-on experience for many of the Xbox and iPad age group. I went to the refinery to see some of the games in action and spoke with John Paul Pochin, who has created a couple of games from recycled material. John Paul, we went to your place and saw it all in the making, and now seeing it up and out, it's just fantastic. It's not just about games, it's about recycling. Can you tell us a little bit more about that side of it?
Yeah, well, it's, like I say, it's a project about cycling and recycling. So the bike, some people might recognize it from Light Nelson. So this was in the first Light Nelson event we had. So not only was it recycled for that, it's now a recycled art project as well. There's various parts of this project that have come from the Recycle Centre. This is a recycled projector. It was broken and switching off, and yeah, for $5 we've got a projector for this project. We've got an old printer being used here, and various bits and pieces. And this is about sort of showing that things still have a use. You know, there's a lot of stuff that just ends up in the recycle centre and actually in the ground. They can't even give away a lot of the things. We throw away printers when they run out of ink, which seems to be obscene since there's so many useful stuff in them. And this is partly a demonstration of that. We used it for something completely different here, but it's a bit of fun. So this is a project around technology. It's showing off, you know, what can be done. There's 2 computers running this. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. It's an ongoing project. I want people to come down and see the evolution of it. And you know, I'm working through problems, and it's still a lot of fun. And kids have just been coming on and cycling on it, cycling on it while I've been trying to paint it, which has been quite funny. So yeah, it's about cycling as well. So it's the obstacles that we have in terms of getting cycleways put through, and the people that are, you know, it's going to have physical obstacles on here that represent various aspects of the struggle that we have, particularly on Rocks Road, trying to get a cycleway on there. So this project's called Rocky Road.
Great. So thanks very much.
Yeah, this is, I called it a social seed. The idea was to create a generic box that you could just put in place somewhere. People would come across it, they wouldn't know what it was, they would interact with it, they would maybe get some other people to interact with it as well. And after a while, hopefully, you've got people just coming together, you know, maybe strangers that just start talking about it, interacting with it in the street. So it came from the idea of, you know, when you go to somewhere like Vietnam and people are playing chess, and as people are playing chess, another group comes around and you know, starts watching the game. So it's just a social seed. So hopefully it will just seed that social interaction is the idea.
And having these multiple players doing things, is this a spin-off like the old, is it Simon Says game?
Yeah, so the first game that I put on here is essentially a Simon game where you have to repeat a pattern. The children behind me are not doing particularly well on that. But The idea is to have a box that has a number of sensors. It's got solar panels on it, so it's self-powered, self-contained. Ultimately, it would be weatherproof and hopefully vandal-proof as well. But this is just a prototype to try and get that idea across.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
The arcade is free and will be running until this Saturday the 28th. Mapua Wharf is undergoing changes and not all of these are agreeing with the locals, some of whom have been a party to keeping the wharf functioning for decades. Mapua Boat Club is a growing membership of Mapua people and more have joined as a sign of support for the work the club has done over the years to rebuild and maintain what has now become a large draw card to the area. However, in a perceived oversight, Tasman District Council have decided to close the use of the wharf to boat users with a few exceptions. Chrissy Small went down there this week to see if she could catch up with these latest developments. She spoke first of all to David Scott from the local Sea Scouts who was on the wharf.
David Scott, some people are concerned out there about the use of the boat ramp not being able to be used by most of the members of the boat club here, but I believe some users like the Tamaha Sea Scouts, your organisation, can still use this. Why is that?
I'm not sure of the politics in the background, but we've been told at this stage that we have full access. Our boats are stored behind me here in boat storage. And we launched down the 2 ramps here, and they've said at this stage that the Tamaha Sea Scouts still have access to take their boats out of the boat storage and launch them down the ramp here. So the ramp sounds like it will be staying. It's just that the situation with the parking in this new area will be changed. So there'll only be service vehicles and probably Tamaha vehicles allowed in here, I would say.
How would you feel if that changed and you weren't allowed to use it again?
Well, I'm just taking this trailer off to get a warrant so that we can take it up to Rotoiti next month. All of our other trailers aren't warranted because we just use them here on the wharf to launch the boats. So it would be extra expense to us, and it would cut into our time. We have to schedule time with the tide so strong here to keep the kids safe, so that launching at Grossie Point, which is just down the road, would be doable. However, it would be extra cost and it would cut into the time that they have on the water, so not ideal for us. Yeah.
So have you had a chat to any of the boat club members about what's going on at all?
I haven't, no. I haven't spoken to the boat club. I have seen in the newspapers that they are quite keen to maintain their access or create a new access on the other side of the Appleshed restaurant. So. Are
you aware of the history of the fact that the club actually stepped up and perhaps looked at, well, they actually saved the wharf?
Yes, I was aware of that, and they do maintenance every summer on the piles. They were instrumental in getting the new pontoon out there, which was great to be at the opening at. I've just arrived here in Mapua because we're up from Christchurch, so yeah, apart from that, going back into the history past that, I'm not really aware, but I was aware that they saved the wharf and they have been maintaining it, yes.
Right. So you're a local now. Yes. How do you feel about then the commercialisation of the wharf as it's become, upsetting the social use of the wharf?
I was sad to see Hamish's ice cream parlour go. I found that really had a good family atmosphere. We wait to see who will tenant the new shops to see if it still has that family atmosphere. Progress is inevitable, but we don't want it to become just a big pub area. You know, the Golden Bear is great for adults and for that use, but we still want to be able to use it with our families, and I think it's very important it remains a family area as well.
Well, we've got the park just over this side, and of course we can see that the tables, that whole area which was put together by Adele and a couple of other members around here, they put that together so that there would be a nice area for the kids. But with the Golden Bear expanding into this area, is that going to be so good, having alcohol by the...
No, well at the moment the Golden Bear has a public area out into the road access way, like a lot of cafes in Richmond and Nelson do. However, if they start moving out where the Hamishes used to be into this area, no, that wouldn't be ideal.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I believe they've got the go-ahead. I'm not sure, but the little birdie told me they've got the go-ahead. So how do you feel as a parent about that?
Well, our kids are of an age that they don't really come to the wharf unless we're here. But it's a tough one.
Yeah,
It's a tough one. Yeah.
Oh, look, thank you very much for your time, and well, good luck in Lake Rotawiti.
Thank you very much. All right.
Chrissy also caught up with Mapua Boat Club member Scott Mansbridge, who can remember coming down to the wharf regularly from the age of 7 and whose father helped restore some of the current wharf that's there today.
Scott, I've been looking for someone from the boat club, and you happen to be it today. How's the membership feeling about being denied access to the boat ramp?
Well, obviously it's an important asset to the wharf area and to the Mapua Channel. It's been something that's been here for about 30 years. My father was involved in the building of it at one point. And so, it would be a real shame to lose it.
So it's because of the commercialisation of the area. You know, they've put in this new barn-looking building there that's supposed to be an architectural design. And perhaps like the toilets in the park, it might win awards. But, you know, from what I'm getting, the scuttlebutt is a lot of Mapua people don't actually like the look of it. But it seems that commercialisation is ruling the day, and that, you know, the community, things like the boat club here and the Historic Wharf Museum maybe don't mean so much in the bigger picture anymore. How do you feel about that?
Well, I've got 4 little kids. I was very disappointed to see Hamish's close over there, and so yeah, perhaps there's an element of that going on. A lot of competing interests, and I think the planning leaves a lot to be desired at the moment.
Well, it seems to be that they forgot that one of the main users, of course, is the boat club, and if it weren't for the boat club, this wouldn't be here, would it?
Well, this is right. I gather, I wasn't here at the time, but I gather the wharf was under threat at one stage, and it was because of the boat club that the wharf has remained as it is. We carry out the maintenance on it. It's something that we want to hold on to, obviously, and it's quite valuable.
So what's the alternative? If that boat ramp goes, and I understand that it's about safety on the wharf now because they've allowed this big commercial building to go in, what's the alternative for the boat club?
Well, I can't really speak on behalf of the boat club completely in that respect, but there's been a couple of ideas put around. One in particular is on the other side of this bit of area that used to be the chemical works. There's a possibility that something could be done there, maybe an alternative boat ramp there. I haven't heard the council themselves say anything about that, so my feeling is an alternative needs to be offered before the ramp itself is closed. It would certainly save a lot of conflict if people knew there was something to look forward to.
Well, it seems like, you know, there's been the people who have been involved in this whole planning process, there seems to have been a lack of consultation. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I'd have to say that. We don't hear a lot and then suddenly decisions are made, and it's certainly been the case with a lot of this around here. Yeah.
Okay, so, and you said, as you said, Hamish is now gone. Looks like the Golden Bear are going to be moving into what was Hamish's. How do you feel about a bar being so close to that play and picnic area over there?
I don't have too much of a problem about it, given that we had Hamish's there and we used to bring the kids down on a Sunday afternoon, and that was part of it. You know, the Golden Bear would serve us with beers, and Hamish's would serve the kids with ice creams and things. And,
yeah.
I'm hoping the new business that's going in over here might be open to allowing a more community-minded thing going on rather than charging too much.
But if maybe Hamish's had stayed there, it would have meant that the likelihood of kids racing out into the road area would be less, because they'd just be able to go straight out of the door onto the park. But now going across the roadway has also probably contributed to part of the problem.
Absolutely, and I don't think they've really thought about it properly with the planning. I did see the original proposal that was put out, and it included a turning area for the launching ramp and the use of the launching ramp. now they've changed their minds, obviously for safety reasons. A lot of pressure going on there, but like I say, something has to be offered as an alternative. You can't just kick one group out and bring in nothing, another without consultation or anything like that.
So you've got the museum here, the Mapua Historic Wharf Photo Museum and Regional Information. That's operated by the Boat Club. Is that going to stay, or do you think you'll be shafted there?
I hope not. It's quite the museums are valuable again for the community. They may not be profitable, but I know a lot of people like going through there. We're slowly developing it and maintaining it. And it's part of our club rooms as well. It's been used for functions and things like that. So, yeah.
Well, I guess we'll watch this space and see what council has on its plans then, won't we? Yeah, look, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The Tasman District Council's Dry Weather Task Force met Tuesday night and determined that water restrictions will come into force on Monday the 30th of November. Tasman District Council's Dry Weather Task Force convener Dennis Bush-King said that even though rain is predicted on Friday, river and groundwater conditions will have reached the point where rationing should commence. Please contact Tasman Council for restrictions in your area. Credit rating agency Standard & Poor's has released its updated long-term credit rating this week for the Nelson City Council, with a rise from AA negative to AA. Council's Chair of Governance Committee, Ian Barker, has said that the rise in credit rating is evidence of Council's forward-thinking approach. According to the 2015 to 25 long-term plan, the debt level was forecasted to be now at $119,166,000, with total income at $99 million. Debt is to rise to $154,842,000 by 2025 and income to $135 million. People would be right to wonder how Council plans to increase income by $36 million in 10 years. Council have not released any updated figures since the long-term plan was released. And finally, we've got something for those stamp collectors out there. At Mainland TV, we get some interesting things in the post, and currently we have a collection of used Dominican Republic stamps for the first viewer to call in to come and collect from our office in Waimea Road. First to phone in on 546-6567 will get this very lovely collection of stamps. After the break, we'll bring you the latest weather update and some events and happenings coming up from around the region.
And yet, across the gulf of space, minds immeasurably superior to ours regarded this earth with envious eyes. And slowly and surely, they drew their plans against us.
Nelson Tire Center. Great prices, great service. Buy your own Bryford trailer. All types, all sizes. See Colin Douglas for your tires and batteries.
Why would you want to pay as much as $1,000 for a single bed mattress when you can buy a high quality locally made mattress like this for as little as $220? And a queen size mattress could cost you in excess of $3,000, but at Nelson Beds you could have a mattress like this as low as $425. So why would you go out and spend a fortune on your child's bedroom when you can come to Nelson Beds and buy a complete single mattress and base set, a 7-drawer Scotch chest, a headboard and a 3-drawer bedside cabinet for as little as $979. So call and discuss our custom manufacturing options and local after sales service at Nelson Beds, Nelson's only bedding manufacturer.
Are you looking for a scooter, walker, wheelchair, baby seats or pushchairs? Then come in and see the Nelson Region Specialist at Mobility for You, 269 Queen Street, Richmond, opposite the library. We have a huge selection of scooters, walkers, wheelchairs and accessories, along with a free booklet guide. We also provide a breakdown service if you ever get a puncture or a flat battery. We have fully equipped service vans to rescue you. Hi, I'm Robin Jordan and I invite you to call in and see the friendly team at Mobility for You, 269 Queen Street, Richmond, opposite the library.
We're the team at JCar, right here in Nelson, 120 Hardy Street. Our shop is full of electronic items,
including security alarm systems, electronic components,
solar and power,
electronics toys,
sound systems, cables and much, much more. Jacob.
120 Hardy Street, Nelson.
Welcome to Smugglers Pub and Cafe, open 7 days a week with free parking all day. Our lunch menus have that old-fashioned flavour where we treat you like treasure with the food you'll savour.
We cater for children, grannies and granddads too, with special rates and privileges given to the elderly lunchtime crew. Our staff are friendly and kind and want to see you all come back time after time.
Daytime or evening, it doesn't matter. Give us a call on 546-4084 and we'll be happy to spoil ya.
Edward Gibbon, the bathroom specialist, have a great range of bathroom ideas at their showroom at 23 McGlashan Ave in Richmond. Call in and check out some of the latest bathroom designs and fittings. Edward Gibbon, the bathroom plumbing and drainage supply specialist, 23 McGlashan Ave, Richmond. Victory 60 Plus is on Tuesdays at 1:30 through to 3:30 p.m. at 238 Upper Vanguard Street. You can join in for cards, games and a cuppa.
On behalf of the team here at Mainland Television News, thank you for joining us, and we'll bring you the latest news and events from around the region again tomorrow.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.
Nelson Tire Center. Great prices, great service. Buy your own Bryford trailer. All types, all sizes. See Colin Douglas for your tires and batteries.
World War I was a defining period in our history, impacting greatly on the lives of people from the Nelson province. Memories of the First World War is an exhibition which will be displayed in a number of regional venues and is currently on at the Nelson Provincial Museum.
Hi everyone, I'm Malcolm Harris from the Facilitators. We now look after sales for Mainland TV, radio, Sky and online. New Zealand On Air's latest Colmar Brunton survey confirms Mainland's large multimedia audience. If you're in business or want to put a message out to everyone in the Nelson Tasman region, plus nationwide on Sky or worldwide online, please give me a call or see our website at www.mainlandtv.nz.
Welcome me hearties to Smugglers Pub and Cafe, famous for hearty meals, craft ales and a friendly service way. Sensational seasonal menus with meals all day and evening too, or sail in for a snack with special menus for young smugglers and you. Settle in for a jolly old time, relax and enjoy our award-winning dining and lovely fine wine. Decked out in an old worldly way, we're open 7 days. Book or come on in to 8 Muritai Street, not far from a beach, walk or swim. Phone 546408.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Here at Yes Shop, we love the word yes.
Yes.
We say yes to kitchenware. We say yes to beauty. We say yes to homewares. We say yes to fashion. We say yes to electronics.
Yes to Philips. Yes to Dell. Yes to Apple.
Happy Cool, Glad, Goldia, Huron and thousands of other products in our store.
Yes!
So yes to TV shopping that's all about fun, made right here in New Zealand with Kiwi presenters like me.
Yes! Say yes to the ultimate service.
With dedicated presenters taking the product out of the box and showing you how it works.
And what it can do for you.
Say yes to our international buying power. That lets us bring you the best bundles at the best bargains.
All from the comfort of your own home.
24 hours a day.
So what are you waiting for?
There's nothing quite like it.
Come with me.
Say yes to Yes Shop.
Yes!
day when all the wrongs get put right. Back in their place when everything was so tight. I'll shout it from the highest heights. I'll paint it in the sky, then the sun is gonna shine. So I say, have a nice day now. All over the world tonight, your colors are now bright. So have a good day. You lost your way, your life was in black and white. At the rainbow's end, you found the strength there to fight. I'll shout it from the highest heights. I'll paint it in the sky, then the sun is gonna shine. So I say, have a nice day now. Yeah. All over the world tonight, your colors are now bright. So have a good day. So I say, have a nice day now. Yeah. All over the world tonight, your colors are now bright. So have a good day. You can fly. You can fly. Fly. So I say, have a nice day now. Yeah. All over the world tonight, your colors are now bright. So have a good day. So I say, have a nice day now. Yeah. All over the world tonight, your colors are now bright. So have a good day.
Edward Gibbon, the bathroom specialist, have a great range of bathroom ideas at their showroom at 23 McGlashan Ave in Richmond. Call in and check out some of the latest bathroom designs and fittings. Edward Gibbon, the bathroom plumbing and drainage supply specialist, 23 McGlashan Ave, Richmond.
Nelson Tire Center. Great prices, great service. Buy your own Bryford trailer. All types, all sizes. See Colin Douglas for your tires and batteries.
Hi, I'm Graham from Classic Gates Engineering. We specialise in all sorts of engineering, classic gates, balustrades, pool fences, do structural engineering, house lots of structural steel work, swimming pool fences. We also do firebox repairs, garden furniture, archways, etc. So for powder coating, sandblasting, all sorts of paint work, call in and see us, 6 Nelson Street, Blenheim, Classic Gates Engineering.
From Cresswell's on Market Street, we've fitted footwear for all seasons, all reasons. For summer times in the sounds, for solid support on the sidelines, for social events around town, for good times round the grapevines. That's why at Cresswell's we believe in fitting footwear correctly so you get the best out of quality shoes and sandals and can then get the best out of life.
Cresswell's special service, it's unique, helping keep Marlborough on its feet for over 60 years.
Welcome to Smugglers Pub and Cafe, open 7 days a week with free parking all day. Our lunch menus have that fat old-fashioned flavour where we treat you like treasure with the food you'll savour.
We cater for children, grannies and granddads too, with special rates and privileges given to the elderly lunchtime crew. Our staff are friendly and kind and want to see you all come back time after time.
Daytime or evening, it doesn't matter. Give us a call on 546 4084 and we'll be happy to spoil ya.